Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've got a lot of topics today, so I'm going to get right into it. First, we have this announcement from PlayStation. It says, State of Play is back. Tune in Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific, which would be 4 p.m. Eastern, for 5 new PlayStation VR 2 titles from partners, hot indie and third-party reveals, and an extended look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And the State of Play is supposed to be a little more than 15 minutes long, and it sounds like a good chunk of it will be that Suicide Kill the Justice League that's coming from Rocksteady Studios. And that game is coming out on May 26th of this year for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and for PC. And then we'll have some first looks at 5 PlayStation VR 2 games. And with 15 minutes, I have a feeling we may see a little more of Final Fantasy 16 here. So if you're interested in watching this, make sure to mark it down so you don't miss out. And in more announcement news, we have this from the official Pokemon Twitter account. The next Pokemon Presents is on the way, trainers. Tune in to our official YouTube channel at 6 a.m. Pacific, which would be 9 a.m. Eastern, on February 27th for about 20 minutes of exciting Pokemon news in celebration of Pokemon Day. Now, this announcement video sort of teases some classic Pokemon titles because the music used in the background was from the original Game Boy titles. As well as you see here, there were some Pokemon from older titles featured in the logo. And of course, there's speculation about what could be at this Pokemon Presents. There was some copyright information relating to the company Spike Chunsoft that was recently found on the new Pokemon website that was launched to celebrate Pokemon Day, and Spike Chunsoft was the developer for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so there's some speculation that we will see a new version of that game. And in addition, there is supposed to be some DLC coming for Scarlet and Violet that hasn't been shown, so it's possible we could see that as well. And of course, the music being used in that video coming from the original Game Boy titles could be a teaser that some of them are coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service. So be sure to tune into this presentation this coming Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern if you're interested in Pokemon announcements. And rolling right along, next we have this headline here from VGC. Microsoft announces legally binding 10-year deal to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo platforms. And Microsoft had previously announced a commitment to this deal, but apparently this is now a binding agreement. And it isn't going to be some kind of spin-off version, but, quote, with full feature and content parity. And of course, this deal with Nintendo is all pending on the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Because right now today, there are hearings in the EU where Microsoft will defend this proposed acquisition after receiving some objections. And obviously, this deal is being done in order to get some of these regulators to allow the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, showing that Microsoft doesn't plan to sort of hoard Call of Duty and not allow it on other platforms, at least for 10 years. And then in a bit of leak news, we have this tweet here from the account that leaks out all those PlayStation Plus games each month. And the tweet says, a new Nintendo Switch bundle will be launched in Europe, including a Switch console, read-only, the 2022 version, Super Mario Odyssey game, digital code, and something relating to the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, the price here says it's 269 euros in France, which according to France's Amazon page is what the current Switch goes for. And I would point out that this is supposed to be announced on Mario Day, which is March 10th, because you have the MAR and the 10, so it looks like Mario. And this is obviously a promotion to drive hype for the Mario Bros. Movie. Now, this is the Switch version 2 and not the OLED version. and I would expect a similar type deal will come to the US, but I do have to wonder what that something related to the Mario Brother movie item would be. I doubt it would be movie vouchers for the movie, maybe some type of deal with a cinema for maybe a discount. I kind of doubt that as well because I don't think they're going to have any problem getting people into theaters to see this. So maybe it might just be like a little statue or a book. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think this extra thing might be that's related to the Super Mario movie. And next we have some news from Polymega. Now if you remember, Polymega made this console with these different modules that you could swap out in order to play some of your older console games. Well, it looks like they're bringing this feature to an app. This is from their blog site. It says, "We've been secretly working on this for well over a year, and we're very excited to finally share with you the latest addition to the Polymega family, Polymega app. This is the intuitive Polymega console experience, soon to be available as a free downloadable app that you can use on all of your devices. Share your collection, game stats, installs, and more to the cloud, and never lose your progress ever again." So looking through this announcement, I jotted down a few notes here. First, it's going to be using any standard disk drive in your computer. You're not going to have to buy something to make this work. And you won't have to download any BIOS files, separate emulators, or ROMs to get it to work. So it should work just after installing the app. And interestingly enough, this is 100% free to use, and we'll get into how they support this here in a minute. And it will support most controllers, including PS4, PS5, Xbox, and other retro controllers. And they will be offering a piece of hardware called the Polymega Remix, which is essentially a USB CD drive with support for those cartridge modules, so like your NES or your Nintendo 64. And you have to wonder, if the app is free, how will they continue to make money? Well, they are offering what's called the Polymega XL subscription. And with this subscription, you'll be able to unlock cheat codes, have a virtual display. They'll support patching ROMs, which I'm assuming means like if you've got some translated ones that you could patch in. It'll have an audio player and many other premium features. You'll also have cloud access to your games to connect multiple devices to, along with online play with your friends. In addition, you'll be able to stream to mobile devices with this subscription, and there will be different tiers for this subscription, so I'm imagining there'll be a top tier that gives you all these features, then some lower ones that may be cut down a little bit on what you get, but they haven't announced what those tiers are just yet. We're expecting that in the coming weeks. And now you may wonder, what about the people that actually ordered the original Polymega hardware? Well, it looks like they're offering some goodwill. Right here it says, for customers who purchased base unit or the deluxe bundle prior to December 31st, 2022, you'll get access to the Polymega app closed beta, which is targeting March of this year. You'll have exclusive access to Polymega's XL enhanced features, which is that subscription service, and 1 year free upgrade to the premium Polymega XL tier starting from the close of the beta test. Now, if you are interested in participating in this beta test, it says here that for customers with any other order via polymega.com, you will get access to the Polymega app closed beta and free tier functionality until release. Now, looking through their website, they do have gift card options that I guess would apply to get you in on this beta, but they also have some controllers that might be interesting. They were modeled after different systems from the NES to the Nintendo 64, and they're just $29. So this might be a good way to get a controller and to try out the beta of the Polymega app. And then finally, let's take a look at the new games that are coming to Game Pass. First of all, available today, Atomic Heart for cloud, console, and PC, and this is available day one. And then on February 28th, we have Merge and Blade for cloud, console, and PC. and then Soul Hackers 2 for cloud console and PC. And then on March 2nd, we have F1 22 for console and PC, and this is via EA Play. And then finally, the day after that, we have Wulong Fallen Dynasty for cloud, console, and PC, and this is again a day one release. So some pretty decent titles here to try out. I've seen some pretty decent reviews for Atomic Heart, although I've heard some kind of mixed, so that's something I'll probably be trying out. And of course, every time we have games coming into Game Pass, we have some that are leaving. So leaving on the 28th, we have Alien Isolation, Crown Trick, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Far, Chasing Tides, Lightning Returns, Madden NFL 21, of course we have the newer versions on there, and Octopath Traveler. Now I don't know if you have enough time to get Octopath Traveler done, but if you think you have enough time, that's a pretty good turn-based RPG to try out. And that was a whole lot to go over today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? Make sure to drop a comment below and let us know. And if you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you can see more of these videos in your feed. I want to thank you for watching and be good.